All right, Pisces, we're going to jump into your ghosted reading for today. So I do have a lot coming in. We're going to go ahead and jump into this. Don't forget, guys, I have a second channel if you want to check that out. That link is down below. There is Pisces over there on that channel. Like, comment, subscribe to enter the giveaway. I will give everything away as soon as we hit 30,000 subscribers. My tarot course, if you want to learn tarot with me, is down there. It is a do-it-at-your-own-pace course. There's a Keen offer if you want to check them out. First 2 minutes, only $1.99. So I feel like this is the kind of connection where you were trying to get out of your comfort zone and do something new. But I feel like your intuition told you that this person was no good. There's something here where I feel like you knew this person was trouble as soon as you met him. You knew that this probably wasn't going to end up, I don't know. I feel like this person, it was like, yeah, this is nice, this is fun. But you were like, ooh, I don't know if this is actually going to go somewhere. So I was getting a lot of downloads right when I started this reading. I kept hearing they were sleeping on this connection, and I kept feeling like this person had communication problems. I feel like this person's not a good communicator. I feel like they don't know how to necessarily communicate. I feel like it's not a skill that they ever learned. I feel like this person could like basketball, could like to play basketball. I'm hearing a basketball in my ear. I feel like whenever you met this person, you went through major change, whether it was right when you first met them or not long after you met them. There was a lot of major changes happening in your life. And I feel like this was just the cherry on top of the sundae. Like, okay, great, just one more thing. I feel like this person could have a very messy handwriting. I feel like this person, again, I'm getting a wrecking ball. I'm hearing the song Wrecking Ball. This person come into your life like a wrecking ball. Mastery. So you've definitely learned the lesson. There was something here where this person was unhealed, but this person really helped you see things clearly. And you could definitely have a lot of abundance coming to you. You know, you've done the work. You've learned the lessons. You've mastered the things that have been brought to you. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of laughing, goofing off, enjoying one another when you guys were together. Again, so with destined here, it's telling me that it was meant for you to meet this person. There was a lesson. There was something that you needed to understand. And whenever this person came into your life, yes, it was like, you know, I knew this person was trouble. Maybe when I first met him, I knew that there was something about this person, but I also knew that this couldn't last forever. But you knew that there was something here that you needed to experience with this person. And that was that lesson. It was destined for you to be around this person. It was destined for them to, I heard play game on you. So for some of you, you felt like they played game on you. I don't know exactly what that means. But laughing with one another, enjoying one another's company. But I feel like ultimately it come down to a point of you asking, does this align with me? Am I just having fun? Is this all that this is? Maybe you were in denial. Maybe you didn't want to see that this person could have had a sense of detachment. It's kind of what I'm getting as well. How does this person view you? How does this ghosted person view you? Ace of Cups. Maybe it's someone that maybe you offered them your love. They view you as someone who's very masculine. You have a very masculine energy. You're the kind of person who makes head over heart decisions when it comes to love. So what do I get by that? This person couldn't sway you into making choices just because you like them or you loved them. You're the kind of person who holds very strong in who they are and what they want. You have the ability to make head over heart decisions. You have the ability to bring change and transformation. If you're wanting something, you're going to get it. You're a solid ass individual. Maybe you have Scorpio in your chart, but they view you as someone who's very strong. You know, Scorpios are known to not only be deep, deep lovers, but to tell you to F off if they want you to F off. They're very blunt. They're very direct. They could view you as someone who has fears of commitment or someone who's very guarded in their head when it comes to making a choice in love. Yeah, someone who's very stuck. Interesting. Why do they view Pisces like this? Because maybe you weren't willing to choose a path with them. There could have been something here where they wanted to balance something. They wanted something with you and you weren't completely sure on it. So for some of you, this is someone who wanted you guys to move in together right off the bat. You didn't want it. There's some sort of balance that this person wanted, and I feel like you didn't want it. You weren't willing to choose that path. For some of you, they wanted a child with you, a Sagittarius child, and you were like, hell no, I won't go. A lot of self-reflection. It could have been a Virgo you were dealing with. So they view you as someone who's also really big on being balanced, healing yourself, pouring into yourself. You don't have the inability to take a step back and rest and reflect. But again, there's something here where this person views you as someone who either has fears of commitment or someone who's really blinding themselves. What is that? Oh, okay. As I'm sleeping on it. Okay, so this person could view you as someone who doesn't necessarily want a reunion because you felt like they slept on you the first time ago. It's an energy here of, I'm not accepting no offers from you. I'm not even seeing that you have an offer to give me because you're getting on my nerves. Like, there's something here where you guys were on different pages. There could have been a lot of flirting, but it could have not necessarily got off the ground from a Page of Wands kind of energy. They view you as someone who's very mature, very, yeah, there's something here where this person's going back and forth. Let's make it on a motorcycle. I'm hearing one. How did they feel for you? How did they feel for you? There was a very nostalgic energy. You reminded them of somebody from their past, somebody they could have been married to. They felt that this could have been a cycle completed for them. They felt that they could have invested with you. Give me more. How else did they feel? But they could have needed to, yeah, there's an energy here where they could have been crying over spilled milk or not wanting to change something. This person could have been very independent, very confident in who they were as an individual. This person could have not wanted to give up their singlehood. For some of you, this person feels very conflicted because they weren't willing to make changes and transformations, and now they're wishing that they could have that time back and go back and redo it. This is someone who's living with a lot of regret, someone who's really regretting not making those changes. So why did they ghost Pisces? Why did they ghost Pisces? This person could have felt like there wasn't going to be victory when it come to a new beginning because they could have needed to be emotionally open or vulnerable, and they can't. This person has a lot of fear. This person doesn't want to speak emotion. This person ghosted because when it come to a new beginning, they didn't see success and victory. They weren't being logical. They weren't being fair. They were holding their very passionate energy. I'm going to do what I want to do. An in and out energy. Oh my God. Okay. Again, sleeping on you. Sleeping on this connection. Why? Because they could have had some sort of heartbreak, and they were dealing with that heartbreak by going in and out, by saying, I can't have a new beginning. I don't see success and victory here. The only new beginning I can have does not include emotions, and you're wanting emotions. You want me to come to the table emotionally open and vulnerable. That's what's going to take success here with you. And I can't do that. You know, it's interesting to me because this person's looking at you like you're someone who's emotionally, unavailable, someone who has commitment issues, but I feel like this person wanted to come in so quickly, so hot, so heavy that it was a red flag to you. And I feel like that was the lesson. You really started seeing things clearly with this person, but this person was projecting onto you, and they're like, yeah, you don't want a reunion with me. You don't see stability here with me. You don't see being able to build something here with me. This person could feel like you're a very wild, free soul, a free soul that nobody can tame. This person could view you as someone who's always going to be single, but I don't agree with that statement. I feel like this person was projecting onto you, and their projections was making you seem unavailable, unemotionally attachable, commitment issue wise. And I feel like that's not the case. I feel like you were just like, oh, honey, you're telling me you want to marry me on the third date. You're ignorant. No, like for some people that works, but for some people it doesn't. And for some reason, I feel like that didn't work for you. I feel like you've seen it as a red flag. You've seen it as this person wanting to come in very quickly and maybe tell you what you wanted to hear and to take some passionate action, but to not necessarily back that up. And the wheels turning in your favor. There's been a lot of clarity. There's been a lot of truth. You've been throwing yourself into something, working, having a lot of investments. This person could be feeling very unbalanced is what I'm getting. You're focusing on your stability and growing something. You walked away from this, but you walked away to something better. So even when this person did ghost you, there's an energy here of you dropping it and saying, okay, I'm not even, whatever. It is what it is. And you putting that energy into something else. And that's really brought stability. That's really brought spot, security. And maybe there's an energy here where you were unsure why this person ghosted, why this person did what they did, why did this person act the way that they acted. But what you weren't seeing is that this person was acting from an unhealed version of them, that didn't feel like they maybe had stability to offer, that was coming from fear, that was coming from an unbalanced, unwise part of them. Why did they ghost? They could have felt like you were very stable and grounded, and again, that they couldn't have had a new beginning with you. There could have been something here where they felt like they couldn't be honest with you. That who they are, their morals, their values, you would frown upon it. Why else did they ghost? Wanting to come back around for a second chance. They could have also took somebody back for a second chance. Yeah, they could have took somebody else back. Could have went back to somebody from their past, feeling like that's something that they manifested, but now they're feeling burdened and sad and disappointed, paying attention to the past. So there's an energy here where with some of you, they didn't see a future with you, so they ghosted and they went to somebody else. If that's the story, they thought that they had manifested something with this person. They thought that they could make it work with this person, but what they're truly, I feel like, seeing is that their morals, their values are the reason that they keep being wounded. This person's having a hard time using their intuition, and they've been needing to do self-reflection. And the self-reflection is this: why am I feeling like I'm missing Pisces? Why is it that when I ghosted and detached and said, no, I can't have happiness with you. You want me to be emotionally open. You want me to be emotionally vulnerable. You want me to tell you how I feel. You want me to match your energy. I can't do that. Well, when they dipped out, and they went, and they maybe, again, with call, they could have definitely had somebody come back around, and they were like, yeah, I can make this work. I can make this work. This is going to work. It didn't work. What happened? They ended up getting into something where they quickly realized that it has stressed them out, burdened them. They've put more on their shoulders than they needed to. And one more thing that's on their shoulders is that they can't help but think about the things that didn't work out. Think about the things that they didn't give time to. Think about the things that they slept on. Crying over spilled milk. This person's not wanting to even see the blessings that they have, if they do have any, because you're the blessing that they wanted. And oh my God. Doing a lot of self-reflection. Recognizing that you're not waiting on them because you felt left out, because you felt so alone when you were with them. So you used your intuition. And maybe there's an energy here where you've really changed your perspective over the whole scenario, situation, because time's healed everything. And it's helped you really move out of rough waters into calmer waters like you never have before. So why are they wanting Pisces now? They could want to communicate something to you, doing a lot of self-reflection. They could have done some sense of self-reflection and say, I could have victory here now. I want to communicate that with you. I want to communicate with you that I do feel left out, that I miss you. But there's also something here where they could definitely not really feel hopeful towards this, because it's an energy of, I know I ruined it. What did I just fucking say? 8 of Cups, 7 of Wands. I know I ruined it. I know I walked away. And you're guarded. Yeah. And you've turned your back on them. You've gained the wisdom you've needed from this. And they're now burdened by how they've approached, how they went in and out, how they weren't stable, how they juggled, how you had to turn your back on them and say, you're not worth investing in at all. If anything, the only thing you did was wound me. And if they are investing with anyone, them and that person is a match. So it was a karmic. It was someone that they had karmic ties to. They had to go through some sort of partnership with that person to learn some sense of lessons. But I feel like it was a double whammy of a lesson, because not only did they learn a lesson with you that they didn't want to acknowledge, they then got into something else and had to learn that lesson as well. What they're learning is that them and this person, they're very mean to one another. Wanting to bring you some sort of apology, but waiting, wanting to heal this, feeling like you deserve this apology, feeling like you've maybe even been waiting for this apology, wanting a reunion, trying to use their intuition, but also feeling really burdened about something that they're going through something right now, and it's burdening them. It's stressing them out. This person could be taking a lot of action and not thinking about it. So this could be somebody who's getting back with a karmic, then they break up. Then they're back with a karmic, then they break up. Then they're going to another baby mama, then they break up. Then they go to a baby daddy, then they break up. It's someone who's not really thinking. And it's like, What are you in pursuit of? Take a second, and what are you in pursuit of? That's what somebody needs to ask this person. And if they really took a step back, they would say, I'm in pursuit of what I was feeling with Pisces. But if they're also honest with themselves, they know that they would never get that back because they ruined it. That was the lesson here, though. The lesson was that you needed to see this for what it was, and the lesson for them is that they needed to see that they were projecting on you all along, and it wasn't that you had fears of commitment. It was that this person wasn't showing themselves for who they truly were. This person was hiding themselves because they didn't feel like you would accept them. And maybe that was an insecurity on their part, but it wasn't their choice to make. And they're starting to see that. And because they didn't give you that choice to make, because they made that choice themselves to not open up and let you see them, for them to just go do whatever they wanted to do, they're paying for that. You know, the tables turn. And my oh my, how do they turn? Ghosting. What do we got? Express your love. Go ahead and make the gesture. Yeah, this person's wanting to come in, make a gesture, asking for support, asking maybe friends and family members, what should they do? Feeling like they want to come in and have some sort of conversation with you. You know, they could have had a conversation with you in the past where they were still deceptive. Still didn't tell you that they felt like you were the one and they had so much passion for you. Very interesting. What do we have? Healing family issues. Somebody's going through a season of healing something and getting to a point where they no longer want to be deceitful for what they're feeling. Whether it's you, this other person, you know, maybe this person's really been hiding things, even hiding things from their self. But who does that hurt? Them. If I could turn back time and do this all different, I would. Interesting. I'm hearing that song, Whiskey Glasses. We've both changed a great deal, but I fear you've moved on from me. You're perfect in my eyes. Do not ever change. Every thought is you. You're occupying my mind. I cannot escape you. Yeah, that one's been coming out a lot. I struggle with my true feelings and emotions. Also struggle revealing them. So that's interesting. You made me see a side of me that I've grown to hate. What'd I say? Bow, chicka, wow, wow. My pride and ego led us astray. I'm lost in this world without you. It's getting lonely. Each day I think about what it could have been like for us to be together. Feeling like everything that they did and everything that they didn't want to do. You know, it's interesting because this person's really sitting back and saying, you know, everything caught up with me. The things that I didn't think would catch up with me did. The things that I didn't think I would miss, I do. That's why you can't be quick when you're making decisions. You got to really think it through. You know, there's a lot of friendships and lovers that we'll lose because our ego's in the way and we might say things that we don't mean. But you have to make sure that what you're saying you mean, because you could ruin a connection that you don't really want to ruin. You speak to me through music. You and this person could have the same music. Still feeling some sense of pain. Yeah, you guys don't necessarily share the same values. You aren't the same people, and I feel like you knew that. But feeling so drawn to you. Not wanting to let you go. But also knowing that you don't necessarily feel the same from them. Again, I feel like they know that they ruined whatever perception you had of them. Feeling like they're trying to maybe even hide from that, from you. Feeling afraid to contact you. There is also something here that this person has said that they wish that they could take back. So I don't know exactly what that is, but again, I'm getting that's a part of the lesson. I'm caught up in a love triangle. Okay. Can't quit thinking about you. I want you back. Feeling very guarded when it comes to their feelings and their emotions. Feeling like they're caught up in things they can't get out of. But they, you know, the triangle could be you, Pisces. A lot of you are going to go in the comments like, yeah, there is a triangle. But the triangle could be you. This person could be with someone else, like I was saying, and trying to make it work and having this back and forth energy and constantly in pursuit of something when they need to take themselves out of it and say, what am I in pursuit of? What am I looking for? What do I feel like I'm missing? Do you know what they feel like they're missing? You. You're that triangle. When someone is with another person, but their emotions and their thoughts and their feelings are with you, that makes it a triangle. That makes it a third party situation. Even if you're not physically with this person, and you might not even have talked to this person. You might not even have talked to this person in God knows how long. But when you occupy their mind, their thoughts, and you consume them, and they want to be with you, it then makes it a love triangle. I'm stuck right now. I need some time and space. Feeling like no matter what, they're constantly reminded of you. Feeling stuck. Damn. So let's see what the next action is. What's the next action that's going to be happening? Someone's going to change their perspective. Someone's going to quit holding this back, letting this be stuck, wanting to invest. Someone's going to choose a path. Could be you. You could have healed and asked yourself, does this work for me? So yeah, someone here has really changed their path, maybe truly understanding what is going to make you emotionally happy and fulfilled, and saying, I'm only going to invest in those kind of things, making sure that it keeps you grounded and stable. I do see that a lot of you could not necessarily get over the past with this person until this person knows. I see that the past has been really hard for you to get over, and I feel like it's taken some time for you to let this go. So I do see that you could say no. And I see that you could actually be really vulnerable with this person and tell them, you know, you crushed me. You broke me. If you only knew how many tears I cried and how I felt when this fell apart, it's so hard for me to even look at you, you know? So that's very interesting. All right, my loves, we're going to leave that here. Have a blessed day.